Good morning, everyone. Today is a nice day, isn't it? You are here, so thank you very much for coming. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nguyễn Bảo Yến. I'm from A22 in grade 7 in FEU. This morning, I'd like to talk to you about mines and the potentials for business tourism and corporate entertainment. My presentation is divided into three parts. You can see here, the first is definitions of mines, the next is benefits of mines for Vietnam tourism and corporate entertainment, and the third is disadvantages of Vietnam to develop mines. My presentation also take about 10 minutes, so if you have any questions, I'll be willing to answer them at the end of the talk. Okay, let's start by imagining the following situation. Suppose that one day you are invited to join a meeting in Ho Chi Minh City. When you go there only in order to participate in the meetings and then go back to Hanoi immediately, you won't do that, right? In fact, although the main purpose of our trip is to attend some events, but we also want to travel too. That's the truth, and that is the most important reason for the birth of the car tourism. Mines. So what is mines? Don't worry if you don't know that. Come here and help you to deal with these questions by giving you an overview of the definitions of mines in the first part. So mines stand for meetings, incentives, conventions, and exhibitions. So the acronym mines is used to refer to the particular type of tourism with combined tourism and events. As I said earlier, my visitors want not only to join some events planned in advance, but also want to travel and relax. In essence, many people will prefer to find partners or business development too. So, mines is car tourism. How can we distinguish among many kinds of tourism? It's clear that mine will have some special features. Firstly, my visitors always go large group. In Vietnam, on average, the number of visitors is about 200. However, one of the largest groups I have ever known reached 1,870 people. They employs the Amway company in Thailand who came in Vietnam in 2009. Secondly, mine is a type of high-class tourism. So, visitors always not only look at high-quality service, but also pay a lot of money. Generally, they stay in 4- or 5-star hotels, eat and drink in luxury restaurants, and rent in corporate resorts. As a result, their spending is so high too. So that is the background of mine. Now let's move on to the next part and we highlight what I see as the main benefits of mines. In my opinion, the most outstanding interest of mines is big profits. That's right. Statistics show that mines bring benefit 6 times higher than other forms of tourism. European mines tourists spend $700 to $1,000 daily, where mine tourists from Asia spend 400 days. Profits from mine account for 10% of GDP of the world. Another information that's worth thinking is an increase of mine demands. In 2011, the number of mine visitors of Fiditur reached 60,000, an increase of 32%. In another colony, Future, the mine visitor accounts for 60% of total visitors at the same time. Perhaps mine did, do, and will be the gold mine. Now let's turn to the next part, motivation. As I have already said, enterprise can earn a lot of money, so this last benefit can give them the chance to develop. In addition, my also motivated travel friends to perfect themselves because miles in range among high-class tourism is required high-quality standards of service, which is illustrated by best organizations, perfect facilities, professional staff, and friendly environment. To map the demands, integrator must make a real effort. This brings me to the end of the second part. Now, let's on to the last part of this part, advertising national image. My goal also challenge to promote the Vietnam image. Many meetings, exhibitions, summits attract millions of people attention around the world. We have successfully organized many political, social, economic events and international fairs, such as Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, Earth Beautiful Contest, or International Mathematical Olympiad. They are the most effective advertising for Vietnam image. Now, let me sum up the main point of this part. There are three salient benefits of MAIS. They are big profit, motivations for enterprise, and advertising national image. Now, let's jump to the third part of my presentation. Advantage. The advantages of Vietnam to develop minds. Vietnam has almost elements to strongly develop minds, namely social stability, strict control, this picture nature, tropical climate, and long coastline with many beautiful beaches. Our country has also a thousand-year history with many historical vestiges, cultural architectures, and beautiful stuff around every regions in the country. Furthermore, Vietnamese people are really human, friends, hospitable, and always warmly welcome friends from over the world. Vietnam is believed to have the big potentials in mind as it has become one of the most popular destinations in Asia. However, the great potential has not fully exploited yet. Now, let me give you some disadvantages of Vietnam to development. The lacking of infrastructure is a big shortcoming. To develop Vietnam needs some big stress exhibitions covering centuries who have the capacities of several thousands people at least. Meanwhile, even Ho Chi Minh City, the number one central city, is several lacking of these centers. The Hoàng Văn Thụ International Exhibition Conference Centers, the only center there, but it holds only 300 sports. The quality of service is also the big problem. This reason surveys show that 44% of travelers are not satisfied with taxi drivers, vendors, organization service, the railway, and souvenir. This brings me to the end of my talk. Now, before I stop, let me run through the main part of my presentation. We have learned about definitions of life, advantage and disadvantages of Vietnam to develop mind. Especially, we have learned about many outstanding benefits of life. There are big profit, motivation for enterprises, and advertising national image. Because so limited time, some aspects are not mentioned in my talk, such as solutions or my situation in reading. I hope that one of you can research this problem soon. And the last thing I want to share with you is the future of my tourism in particular, and Vietnam tourism in general. It's absolutely dependent on you. It's clear if you work in tourism, but if you don't, you must know that you're always the part of the Vietnam image. So try to become beautiful species. Now, let's make a real effort to achieve that goal, to become beautiful peace. Thanks for listening.